Welcome to our insightful exploration, Droughts on the Rise, investigating the global water crisis. In this video, we delve into the alarming increase in the frequency and intensity of droughts around the world. As we unpack the various dimensions of this crisis, we will examine its profound impacts on agriculture, water scarcity, and the economy, while also highlighting the threats to biodiversity. Join us as we investigate the growing competition for water resources and discuss essential adaptation and mitigation strategies to combat this pressing issue. 1. Increasing frequency and intensity. Droughts are not just isolated incidents, they are becoming a chronic issue across the globe. With climate change acting as a catalyst, rising temperatures are causing higher evaporation rates, which disrupts the natural water cycle. This results in altered precipitation patterns, making droughts more frequent and intense. According to the United Nations, the number of people affected by droughts has surged dramatically over the past 4 decades. Today, approximately 1.5 billion people reside in areas that are highly susceptible to drought conditions. These figures paint a troubling picture of a world grappling with an escalating water crisis, as climate change continues to exacerbate the situation. 2. Impact on agriculture. Agriculture, the backbone of many economies, is severely impacted by droughts. When water becomes scarce, crops fail, and livestock perish, threatening food security on a massive scale. This domino effect can lead to food shortages, affecting millions of people, particularly in developing regions. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, estimates that agricultural productivity can plummet by up to 30% in drought-affected areas. Imagine a scenario where once fertile lands turn barren, leaving farmers and communities struggling to sustain their livelihoods. This not only affects local food supplies but also has global repercussions, as food prices fluctuate and supply chains are disrupted. 3. Water scarcity. Droughts are a major contributor to the growing issue of water scarcity. When the rains fail and rivers dwindle, drinking water supplies become jeopardized. This scarcity doesn't only affect drinking water but also has dire consequences for sanitation and hygiene. Currently, over 2 billion people around the world lack access to safe drinking water, a number that is expected to rise as droughts become more prevalent. Imagine the daily struggle of families who have to walk miles just to fetch a bucket of water. Such conditions make it challenging to maintain basic hygiene, increasing the risk of waterborne diseases and compromising public health. 4. Economic consequences. The economic ramifications of droughts extend far beyond agriculture. When crops fail, the ripple effects are felt throughout the economy, leading to increased food prices and strained government resources. Take, for instance, the 2012 drought in the U.S., which resulted in an estimated $30 billion in agricultural losses. This didn't just affect farmers. Consumers faced higher prices at the grocery store, and the broader economy felt the pinch as well. Governments are often forced to allocate significant resources to drought relief efforts, diverting funds from other critical areas, such as education and healthcare. 5. Biodiversity threats. Droughts pose a significant threat to biodiversity, as ecosystems struggle to adapt to the changing environment. Habitat degradation becomes rampant, leading to the extinction of species that cannot cope with the lack of water. Freshwater ecosystems are particularly vulnerable, as reduced water flow disrupts aquatic habitats and endangers fish populations. Imagine a river that once teemed with life now reduced to a trickle, unable to support the myriad of species that depended on it. The loss of biodiversity not only affects the natural world but also has implications for human societies that rely on these ecosystems for resources and recreation. 6. Increased competition for water resources. As droughts become more severe, competition for water resources intensifies. Agricultural, industrial, and municipal users all vie for limited water supplies, leading to potential conflicts. Water shortages can exacerbate tensions within and between communities, especially in regions where water resources are shared across borders. Imagine a river that flows through multiple countries, with each nation demanding its share of the dwindling resource. Such scenarios can lead to diplomatic disputes and even conflict, highlighting the urgent need for cooperative water management strategies. 7. Adaptation and mitigation strategy. Addressing the global water crisis requires a multifaceted approach, with both short-term and long-term strategies. Improved water management is crucial, ensuring that existing resources are used efficiently and sustainably. Sustainable agricultural practices, such as crop rotation and soil conservation, can help mitigate the impact of droughts. Investment in water infrastructure, like reservoirs and irrigation systems, is essential to support communities in drought-prone areas. By implementing water conservation measures, enhancing irrigation efficiency, and promoting drought-resistant crops, communities can better adapt to changing conditions. These strategies not only address the immediate challenges posed by droughts but also build resilience for the future.